Have you ever wondered, will there come a day when I no longer feel confident enough to walk steadily on my own 2 feet? Are you no longer daring to cross a familiar street or open a door to stroll around the garden? Our legs seem so simple, the foundation of freedom, independence, and dignity. As long as we can walk, we are free. As long as we can take steps, we can explore the world and enjoy life without depending on anyone. But the heartbreaking reality is, every year, millions of seniors suffer from falls. Not just bruises, but heavy consequences: broken bones, loss of mobility, and worst of all, a shattered trust in their bodies. A fall doesn't just hurt the body, it leaves behind fear and withdrawal, and slowly extinguishes the light in the eyes of those who were once full of life. I want to share a very personal experience from my family. Not long ago, my mother fell and had to go to a physical therapy center for recovery. There, I met many older adults on the same journey, those who had gone through sudden falls, leaving lasting consequences both physically and mentally. Sitting and talking with them, listening to their honest stories, I gradually realized falls among seniors are not rare, and the causes come from tiny things that are easy to overlook. From these stories, I have put together today's video, which is divided into 3 essential parts. Part 1: the 5 most common reasons seniors are prone to falling. Part 2: 5 simple but highly effective exercises for strengthening the legs. Part 3: walking correctly to keep each step safe and steady. This is not just about walking. This is about preserving freedom, dignity, and quality of life in the most wonderful years. Therefore, please stay with me until the end of this video. You will receive guidance that can truly change the way you walk every day. Don't forget, click subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss other helpful sharings. Hit like on this video if you find the information valuable, and comment to share your story about your struggles, fears, or feelings about walking as you age. Please share this video with your loved ones, because just one small change today could protect their entire future. Now, let's begin with 5 true stories, each one revealing simple reasons that could cause a sudden fall at any moment. Part 1: 5 reasons for falling. I want to tell you the story of Mr. Walter, 79 years old. He used to be someone who loved being active. Every morning, he would ride his bike to the park, do some light exercises, and then leisurely walk home, always humming an old tune. But gradually, everything changed. He started feeling like his legs were becoming heavier. Just walking from his house to the bus stop, less than 200 meters away, he had to stop several times to catch his breath. At first, he thought, maybe I'm just a little tired today. But week after week, it didn't get any better. One day, he tripped over the sidewalk's edge and fell on his way home. Not because he didn't see the obstacle, was dizzy, or lost his balance. It was simply because his legs no longer had the strength to support him like before. Doctors diagnosed Mr. Walter with sarcopenia, a condition of age-related muscle mass loss, which happens naturally but can be dangerous if not detected early. Since then, he had to work closely with his doctor to exercise. He gradually regained every steady step he once thought he had lost forever. His exercise routine will be shared later in the video, so please stay with us and watch until the end. Now, I will tell you the story of Mrs. Eleanor, 76. She also fell, not due to muscle loss, but because her walking posture caused her center of gravity to shift. Mrs. Eleanor, 76 years old, was an active and capable woman. Even after her husband passed away and she lived alone, she still took excellent care of herself, going to the market, cleaning the house, and tending to the small garden in front of her porch. However, recently, her family began to notice something unusual. When she walked, her body leaned slightly forward, her shoulders seemed stiff and tensed, and her steps became smaller and less rhythmic. At first, everyone thought it was just a typical sign of aging. One afternoon, something unfortunate happened when Mrs. Eleanor was about to take out the trash. As she stepped down the porch steps, her body tilted heavily to one side without realizing it. Losing her balance, she staggered a few steps and fell hard onto the ground. She hit her knee hard on the cement floor, and her hands were scraped and bleeding. When her neighbor found her and helped her up, Mrs. Eleanor still didn't understand what had just happened. She said, "I didn't trip over anything. I felt like my body suddenly leaned over, and I couldn't stop it." After that fall, she became much more cautious. Walking from her house to the garden, which had once been a daily joy, made her tense. She walked slower, tightened her body, and stared at the ground, afraid she might lose her balance again at any moment. Simple activities she used to love, like walking to the nearby park or going to the market for fresh vegetables, gradually disappeared from her daily routine. She stayed inside more often, and with each passing day, her joy in life slowly faded. Each time a neighbor came to visit and saw her like that, they encouraged and advised her not to give up. In the end, it took her over 3 months of persistent physical therapy, following her doctor's guidance, before she was able to return to her once active life. As for Mrs. Clarice, 78 years old, she had always been proud that she was healthier than many of her peers. She could still walk to the park by herself every morning, cook meals, and read books without glasses. In her mind, age was just a number. Until one morning. That day, the weather was beautiful, and Mrs. Clarice decided to tidy up the living room. While carrying a laundry basket outside, she hurried across a small rug in the middle of the room, a rug she had crossed thousands of times in the 10 years she had lived there. But this time was different. She didn't see the corner of the rug that had folded slightly. Her foot lightly caught on the raised edge, and she couldn't react in time. Losing her balance, she fell forward. The sound of the fall echoed through the silent room. Mrs. Clarice instinctively put out her hands to break the fall, and immediately felt a sharp, piercing pain shoot through her arm. Her wrist was broken. She lay there, gasping for breath, unable to get up on her own. It wasn't until nearly 15 minutes later that her daughter came over for a visit and found her. She was rushed to the hospital and had to wear a cast for nearly 2 months. But even more distressing than the cast was the overwhelming sense of confusion. How could just one simple step cause me to fall so easily? She asked the doctor that question. The doctor had her eyes checked. The result? A decline in her vision had severely impacted her reflexes. After the incident, Mrs. Clarice no longer walked confidently around her home as she used to. She became cautious with every step, squinting carefully at the floor, as if fearing that any spot in her familiar home could cause her to fall again. This only improved after she received eye treatment and performed exercises to strengthen her legs. If you're still watching this video and find these stories helpful, please comment with the number 3 below to let me know you are still here. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss upcoming videos. Now, let's continue with the story of Mrs. Margot, 80 years old. She was someone who always cared about her appearance. She loved soft, elegant shoes, and her closet always had a few pairs of favorite leather flats she had worn for years. One weekend morning, her daughter invited Mrs. Margot to the town farmer's market. She chose a simple pair of flats, the soles almost completely worn out, but she still felt comfortable. She thought, it's just a light walk. It'll be fine. The market that day was crowded. The paths between the small stalls were narrow, and the ground was slightly uneven from light rains the night before. Mrs. Margot strolled, carrying a bag of fruits and vegetables. No one expected that just one step on the slightly slippery ground would make her stumble. The soles of her shoes, worn too thin, no longer had good traction. Mrs. Margot slipped forward, her whole body falling onto the dusty market floor. The bag of vegetables flew far away, and red tomatoes rolled everywhere. People rushed to help her up. Mrs. Margot had scrapes on her elbows and knees, and her right leg hurt so much that she couldn't stand steadily. She spent the whole day in a wheelchair at the hospital, feeling both pain and embarrassment over a fall that seemed so simple. After that incident, she became more hesitant whenever she left the house. The old shoes she once loved were placed in a corner of the closet, but the fear of unsteady steps remained. And finally, the story of my mother. She is 79 years old this year, still living alone in the old house she has been attached to for over 40 years. That house is filled with memories. Every item, every chair, every old bookshelf, each one has its own story. My mother has always been proud of preserving everything, from old photographs to the flower vases she had since her youth. One evening, when I came to visit, she was, as usual, determined to do all the cleaning and organizing herself. I noticed that the living room felt cramped, and it was due to a few new items she had been given and couldn't bear to part with. That night, around 11 p.m., my mother woke up to go to the kitchen for some water. Without turning on the light, she groped her way out of habit. Just a few steps from the bedroom to the hallway, her foot caught on a small stool close to the walkway. The stool had been temporarily set there a few days earlier when she was cleaning, and then forgotten. I still remember the sudden, loud thud that echoed through the night. A heavy crash, followed by a chilling silence. We rushed out immediately. My mother was lying on the cold floor, clutching her knee, her face twisted in pain. Fortunately, she only suffered a sprain and a few bruises, but after that night, she became much more cautious when moving around her own familiar home. And I realized that for older people, just one small misplaced item could be a significant hazard. From the 5 stories we just heard, we can see that. The reasons why seniors are prone to falling do not always stem from major issues. Sometimes they are just tiny, very familiar things. But if we are careless, they can lead to dire consequences. It could be the loss of essential muscle mass needed for balance, walking with poor posture, unknowingly causing the body's center of gravity to shift, declining vision and reflexes, slowing all natural reactions in the face of danger. An ill-fitting pair of shoes, seemingly harmless enough to cause a slip and fall. Or simply familiar household items, unintentionally becoming dangerous obstacles. If overlooked, each small detail can cause painful falls, leading to loss of health, spirit, and the independence that seniors have worked to preserve their entire lives. So how can we walk more safely? Let's move on to the next section. 5 proper walking techniques to protect your legs and your precious independence. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any valuable content I share. Your support means a lot to me. If you find this video helpful, please hit like and share it with others who could benefit from this information. And hey, if you like the topic of this video, leave the number 9 in the comments section. If this isn't quite what you were hoping for, feel free to comment on the number 0 so I can improve and create videos that better meet your needs. Now, we will continue. Have you ever wondered, how am I walking every day? The question may sound simple, but after 60, it can become one of the most important things determining your safety. When we are young, walking is instinctive, light, agile, full of confidence. But over the years, silent changes in the body cause how we walk to change, and often we don't even realize it. Be honest with yourself. Do you often look down at the ground while walking? Are your steps small, short, and lacking natural flow? Do your arms stay still, almost no longer swinging with your steps? Do you find it challenging to turn around or change direction suddenly? If your answer is yes, even once or twice, please do not be complacent. It could be a sign that your body is gradually losing its natural balance, and the risk of falling is increasing daily. But the good news is that you can change that by strengthening your legs and practicing proper walking techniques. Strong, flexible legs are the best natural walking stick we can create. Right now, let's move on to the next part. 5 simple but highly effective exercises to help you improve muscle strength, maintain balance, and walk confidently. Exercise 1. Walking on a straight line. Now, we will practice one of the simplest exercises, yet one that has tremendous power to transform the way you move. Walking in a straight line. Find a safe, spacious, and flat area, such as a hallway inside your home, a garden path, or any location where you feel secure. Stand upright, lift your head, and look straight ahead. Keep your shoulders relaxed and your arms hanging naturally by your sides. Let your arms swing gently in rhythm with your steps without stiffness or force. It may sound simple, but this exercise activates your balance control system. It requires subtle coordination between vision, the vestibular system, the balance system in the inner ear, body awareness, and muscle strength. Each slow and intentional step helps reestablish correct posture, strengthen your central balance axis, and train your legs to step firmly rather than dragging or staggering. Walking in a straight line is like reprogramming your brain. You are teaching your brain a steady, secure, and safe walking rhythm, creating new muscle memory. Gradually, your body will remember how to walk this way without consciously thinking about each small detail. The coordination between your legs, arms, eyes, and body will become more natural and smoother, like when you were young. How to perform. Walk along a straight line for about 2 minutes. Focus entirely on the alignment of your body and the regularity of each step. When you reach the end, slowly turn around and walk back, maintaining the same focus. Continue like this, practicing for 3 to 5 rounds once a day. Notes: if you are starting and feel unsure, practice near a wall or lightly hold a support cane to maintain balance. Gradually, as you feel more stable, try letting go and moving naturally. Always maintain steady breathing. Avoid holding your breath while moving. Do not underestimate the power of this exercise. With just a few minutes of practice each day, you are laying the foundation for a safer gait, better posture, and greater confidence every time you step outside. Be persistent. Each step you take today is one step closer to a life of freedom, independence, and vibrant living. Exercise 2. Heel, raise, and lower. We will end today's practice session with a small exercise, but one that is very beneficial for your legs' strength and balance. Heel, raise, and lower. How to perform. Stand upright, with your feet parallel and hip width apart to create stability. Find a sturdy support point, such as the back of a chair, a wall railing, or a firm handle. Place your hands lightly on it for support, but do not lean your full body weight onto it. Take a deep breath and gently lift your heels off the floor, raising your entire body onto the balls of your feet. Hold your balance for a few seconds at the highest position, clearly feeling the light tension in your calf muscles. Then, slowly lower your heels back down to the starting position with complete control without rushing. This may seem like a slight movement, but it is incredibly powerful. This exercise helps activate and strengthen the calf muscle groups, including the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles, key muscles for maintaining balance and propelling the body forward when walking. When you lift your heels and maintain your balance, your nervous system and balance sensors are also activated, helping to improve reflexes and stabilize your body even when moving across uneven surfaces. Additionally, this movement helps promote blood circulation in the legs, preventing blood stagnation, a common cause of leg swelling and impaired circulation health in older adults. Here's something wonderful. You will feel your calf muscles working intensely. The sensation of your muscles engaging to keep your body elevated is a sign that you are building a stronger foundation for daily mobility. Strong calves not only help you walk more lightly, but also help you stand more firmly in every situation. How to practice. Perform 2 sets, each with about 10 to 15 heel raises. Rest for about 30 seconds between sets. As you become stronger, you can try performing the heel raises without holding on to support to challenge your balance further. Notes: do not rush. The key is slow, steady, and controlled movement. If you experience excessive calf pain or feel unstable, reduce the number of repetitions and progress gradually. With this small but effective exercise, you are step by step building stronger legs, firmer balance, and a body ready to move confidently every day. Now, if you feel ready, stand up and practice today. Because your strength and your freedom begins with the smallest steps. Exercise 3. Lift one leg and hold the position. Let's start with a simple, potent exercise for improving your balance. Lifting one leg and balancing on the other. How to perform. Stand upright, eyes looking straight ahead, shoulders naturally relaxed. If needed, find a light support point, like the back of a chair or the surface of a table, but try not to lean your full body weight onto it. Then, slowly lift one foot off the ground, slightly bending the knee, keeping the other leg firmly rooted. Take a deep breath and hold that position for 10 seconds. You might think, just standing on one foot, how hard can it be? But in reality, this requires much more effort than you might imagine. This exercise simultaneously activates the muscle groups around your ankles, knees, and hips, the 3 key points that help you maintain stability whenever you walk. Each time you lift a leg, the muscles in the supporting leg must continuously make subtle adjustments to keep the body upright. Every slight tremble and small movement to maintain balance are invisible exercises your body performs to become stronger. Why this exercise is important? As you age, the muscles that support balance gradually weaken, making even a slight bump or slip potentially cause a fall. By training your ability to stand firmly on one leg, you are rebuilding muscle strength and retraining your nervous system to react faster and adjust your center of gravity more effectively in any situation. You will feel the muscles around your ankles are becoming more toned. Your thigh and hip muscles work harder to maintain support. A noticeable improvement in control and confidence with each movement. How to practice. Perform 3 times for each leg. Try to hold the position for at least 10 seconds each time. If 10 seconds feels too tricky initially, start with 5 to 7 seconds and gradually increase over time. Here are a few small tips to optimize results. Keep your gaze straight ahead, not looking down at the ground. This helps maintain your center of gravity. Gently tighten your abdominal muscles to support the spine and maintain an upright posture. If it feels easy, try closing your eyes for a few seconds while balancing to increase the challenge. Notes: always ensure safety. Practice near support you can grab onto if needed, especially during the first sessions. With just a few minutes of practice each day, the difference will come faster than you think. You will feel steadier with every step, more confident when going out, and freer in every movement. Try it today. Sometimes, standing firmly on one foot is also standing firmly in life. Exercise 4. Practice posture and breathing. Suppose the previous exercises have strengthened your legs and improved your balance. In that case, this exercise will help you reestablish the connection between your body and mind, an essential factor for confidently walking. How to perform. Stand upright, with your feet slightly wider than your hip width apart, to create a stable foundation for your body. Relax your shoulders, letting your weight naturally drop into your hips. Gently close your eyes, or if you feel unsteady, lower your gaze to the floor about 2 meters in front of you. Now, take a deep breath in through your nose, and while inhaling, imagine a gentle, invisible string pulling the crown of your head up toward the ceiling. Do not tense. Simply allow your spine to naturally elongate, creating space for each vertebra to expand gently. As you exhale, consciously release all tension in your shoulders, neck, back, and legs. Feel each part of your body becoming lighter, more relaxed, and more grounded. Maintain this state for about 1 minute. Breathe deeply, slowly, and steadily. Why is this exercise important? Because walking is not just a physical activity. It is also how your body expresses confidence, stability, and mental state. When you stand in proper posture and breathe deeply, you release tension from muscles, reducing strain on joints. Realign your body's axis, helping you maintain natural balance while moving. Increase oxygen levels in your blood, improving alertness and reflexes. Conversely, slouched posture, lowered head, and shallow breathing can cause you to feel less energetic and more anxious. Lose balance more easily while walking. Increase the risk of falling from even minor bumps. Think of this exercise as a reset button for your body. To wash away poor walking habits. To reestablish the connection between your brain, spine, and legs. To take steps that are not just steady, but filled with inner peace. Suggestion: practice this exercise every morning after waking up, or anytime you feel anxious, unbalanced, or stressed. Just 1 minute a day, and you will notice a significant difference. Your body standing taller. Your breathing is becoming deeper and fuller. Your mind is growing calmer. And each step you take will become lighter and steadier than ever before. Exercise 5. Alternating knee lifts. If you're ready, let's continue with a simple but essential exercise. Alternating knee lifts. How to perform. Stand upright, lightly holding onto the back of a chair or wall for support. Gently lift your right knee to hip height or as high as you feel comfortable. Then slowly lower it with control. Switch sides. Lift your left knee, then lower it. Continue alternating between the two legs like this. Important principle: move slowly and intentionally. With each lift, imagine you are lifting your leg consciously. No rushing, no swinging, and not letting your weight pull the leg down heavily. It may sound simple, but this exercise is directly strengthening two key elements that help you walk safely. Strengthen the thigh and hip muscles to lift your legs high enough to step over small obstacles, tree roots, or rugs. Coordination and reflexes, shifting your body weight flexibly and balancing from one leg to another. If you pay close attention, each knee lift engages the major muscle groups in your quadriceps, glutes, hips, and core. They rebuild strength, reaction speed, and stability for each step you take. Why is this exercise important? One of the most common causes of falls in seniors is not lifting the foot high enough when stepping. If your feet drag or step too low, a rug edge or a small stone can cause you to trip. This exercise trains you to lift your legs properly, just like your body naturally did when you were younger. How to practice. Perform 10 times on each side. Keep your shoulders relaxed, back straight, and eyes looking forward throughout the exercise. If 10 repetitions feel too much initially, start with 6 to 8 and gradually increase as your strength improves. Some small tips for better results. Breathe steadily as you lift and lower your legs. Do not hold your breath. Gently tighten your abdominal muscles to support your spine and maintain good posture. If it feels easy, lift your knees a little higher, or hold the knee at the top for 1 to 2 seconds before lowering. Notes: if you lose balance, don't hesitate to hold onto the chair more firmly. Safety always comes first. The results you will gain: higher, more natural steps, fewer stumbles when stepping over obstacles, a sense of proactive control with every step, instead of fear every time you move. Remember, you don't need to be fast. You don't need to be strong immediately. Slow and steady. Each knee lift is a step toward improving the quality of your life. Do you still remember why we started this journey? Not just to strengthen our legs, not just to improve our balance. The ultimate goal is to walk proactively, confidently, and safely daily. Now that you have practiced the foundational exercises to strengthen your body, it's time to move on to the next part, the most critical part: relearning how to walk correctly. You might think, walking. Everyone knows how to walk. But the truth is, many seniors, because of the fear of falling, because of body aches, or because of long-formed bad habits, have unintentionally changed their gait. And that very change increases their risk of falling little by little each day. Walking properly is not just about putting one foot in front of the other. It is an art of moving the entire body with balance, confidence, and full presence. Walking properly will reduce the risk of falls, protect your joints, help you maintain your freedom and dignity throughout the later years of life. In the next section, I will guide you through 5 simple but fundamental principles to reclaim your natural, powerful walking gait, so each step you take is no longer shaky, but proud and secure. If you are still with me up to this point, I would be deeply grateful. Please leave a comment with the number 5 below to let me know you are still accompanying me. This not only helps me connect with you, but it also helps YouTube understand that this video has value and thereby recommends it to many other seniors who need to be heard and supported like you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please click the subscribe button today and turn on the notification bell. Because YouTube's algorithm doesn't work with the heart, it works with interaction counts. When you comment, subscribe, or share this video, you're not just supporting me. You're helping spread these helpful stories to thousands of other seniors who need this information for their lives. Thank you for staying with me. Now, let's continue the journey ahead, where many wonderful things await. 5 fundamental but straightforward principles for steady steps. Principle 1. Every step begins with the heel. Now, let's focus on the most crucial element, your step. How you place your foot can decide everything between stability and the risk of tripping. The principle is straightforward. Begin each step by letting your heel touch the ground first, then the midfoot, and finally the toes. I call this a conscious step. It's a slight adjustment, but it makes an enormous difference. And don't forget, lift your feet with intention. No dragging, no fear. Each step should be placed down as a choice, a declaration that I am in control of my body. Even the smallest movements, when performed with awareness, can completely transform your confidence and safety with every step you take. Principle 2. Relax your shoulders. Many people don't realize that tension in the shoulders is silently ruining their posture and breaking their natural balance. But today, let me remind you of something simple. You don't need to tense up to walk. Take a deep breath. Then exhale and let your shoulders naturally relax downward. No forcing, no straining. When your shoulders drop and open, your chest naturally opens up. Your breathing becomes deeper, and your posture becomes more stable. Suddenly, you no longer feel tightness or fear with every step. This is such a small change, yet it can create a new foundation for confidence and freedom in every step you take. Relaxed shoulders, and your steps will also feel lighter. Principle 3. Lift your head, eyes looking straight ahead. Now, imagine this. Someone is gently lifting you upward by the crown of your head. A soft yet steady force, raising you higher, helping you stand tall, proud, and firm. This is not just a metaphor. It is precisely the posture your body needs to walk safely and confidently. Keep your head straight. Imagine your spine as a long, straight line stretching from your head down to your heels, full of vitality. Your eyes should be looking straight ahead, not down at the ground. Focus your gaze about 3 meters before you, a distance far enough to sense the path, but close enough to step toward safely. This minor adjustment will create miracles. By not looking down at the ground, you keep yourself connected to the world. You help your brain better anticipate the terrain, maintain natural balance, and reduce the risk of tripping. But it's not just about seeing. It's about how you are present in each moment. When you lift your head, your body aligns, your heart rate stabilizes, your breathing deepens, and your mind naturally feels stronger. You are no longer just walking. You are walking as someone who owns their path, steady, safe, and full of confidence. Principle 4. Feet parallel. It all starts with creating a solid foundation for your entire body. If your feet are placed too close together, or worse, crossing over each other, you are affecting your natural balance. This makes every step wobbly and unstable and increases the risk of tripping. Instead, maintain a natural, comfortable stance. Feet parallel, spaced shoulder width apart. This is the ideal posture for your body to automatically distribute weight evenly, creating firm stability even in unexpected situations. Imagine your body as a great tree. No matter how the wind blows, if your roots, your feet, are solid, you will never be toppled. The stability from your feet will protect every step you take, helping you move forward with confidence and peace, no matter the challenges. Principle 5. Let your arms relax and swing naturally. Now, let's talk about your arms. They are not just two limbs hanging by your sides. They are silent companions, helping you maintain balance and rhythm as you walk. Let your arms relax. Swing gently with each step. One arm moving forward, the other moving back. No forcing, no straining. Just allowing your body to rediscover its harmonious coordination naturally. Each swing of your arms acts like an invisible balancing rope, helping you move more steadily. Imagine walking as a graceful dance, and your arms are the rhythmic conductors of your body. When your arms are free, your entire body becomes softer, more balanced, and full of vitality. Walking is not just about moving. It's about moving with grace and freedom in every step. Our legs are not merely a means of transportation. They are the foundation of freedom, independent living, and the joy of exploring the world around us. Small changes, from the way you step, stand, and relax your body, can make a tremendous difference. They help you walk more safely and restore the confidence, balance, and autonomy you deserve. Remember, every steady step you take today is toward a healthier and more fulfilling life tomorrow. If this video has inspired you, take action today. Start with one conscious step, a deep breath, and a confident smile. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, like the video, and share it with your loved ones. And leave a comment below. What change will you start applying today? We will continue to walk together on this journey toward health and happiness,